Gary with the Reading Success Movement. The purpose of this tutorial is to show a new family ambassador how to add students to their teacher account. To show that, I'm going to go to readingkingdom.com, where I am located now on my browser. I'm going to log into my master account and then go into one of my teacher accounts. So I'm going to log in, select one of my teacher accounts. This is what you should see when you first log in with your new account. I would set that up for you and give you the login information. You would go here and log in, and then to add a student, you would go to Settings, Manage Student Slots, click on that. I have 3 student slots available, so I come here to this tab to add a new student. These are my 3 slots. Here I would be able to add my first student. The screen comes up where I enter the first and last name. I'm going to use my name. Select a student ID that is easy for the student to remember. You can ask them what makes sense for them. I often use just the first initial, last name, but it has to be unique in the system. So often if you have a common name like mine, G. Smith, there might be already somebody in there, and so I would add something on the end to make it unique. So I'm going to go G. Smith 11. Password has to be 6 characters. I once again ask students what something they like or what their favorite item is. Like say if you ask what's your favorite fruit and they said apple. Apple's only 5 characters, so you need to make it 6. So I would make it say apple 2. Apple 2. I recommend that for the placement test option, you always click required. That helps the system know where to place the student in the program, so I highly recommend that. And then click to add a student. Student is now on your system. If I go back to the main dashboard, that's where you would see your first student listed, and in this column it would show you quickly whether or not the student is training properly. There's a lot more settings and things which I'll go into in a different tutorial, but for now I just want to show you that next step would just be to give the login information to the student. They will log in and they're good to go. So I'm going to log out, come back here and put in what we just created. Logs in, they'll see this screen. There are several elements to the program. The initial one would be Reading Kingdom. We'll go into Story Smart, Spelling Ninja, and extra games in another tutorial. But this would be what the student sees when they first log in. Make sure they select the proper keyboard usage. If they were using a tablet, it'd be the on-screen keyboard. If it's a laptop or a desktop, it'd be the physical keyboard. Scroll down, this would be giving the parent information on progress, and there's some other things that the parent can do there once they get into it. I recommend that you play around with that yourself to explore what that information is. But once the student is ready, they would just click continue to begin the program. An introduction will come up that basically is for the parent to let them know not to interfere or coach the student, just to make sure that the program places the student in the right part of the program. I'll skip the rest of that for now. And it goes right to the placement test and the program begins. There's nothing more the parent has to do. The student just would follow the online or the on-screen instructions and begin the placement test. Once that's done, it will place them into the proper section of the program, and they would just come back here each day and log in and begin the program. That's the end of this tutorial. Thank you very much.